Whedon and Dollhouse? Yeah? Well, I'm very excited. I'm Yael Teagle, and I have Enver Gjokaj. Let's make some noise. Come on out. Hello.
Hello.
We have 2 microphones set up, so if you want to queue up and ask questions, you are very, very encouraged to do so. But until then, we're just going to chat.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually just got told that on the set of Agent Carter, you were a big prankster.
I wasn't.
You were all pranksters.
I wasn't.
Sure.
No, I'm telling you, it was all the Brits. It's all the. It was
Really?
James Darcy. It was Haley. It was Dominic Cooper. And honestly, I think this is the first time I've been on a show where the writers' room was crazier than the actors. The writers were insane. They would do this thing where they would what was it called? They would tape each other. You know, has anybody ever got taped? They take clear tape. So if you walk out of a room and they know you're coming back, they get up real quick and they take that clear plastic packing tape and they'll put it head level on the thing and then sit down real quick and you'll walk in and you get taped. Has anybody ever heard of it? I don't know.
That's not a thing.
Oh, it was a thing. They would do it, you'd go into the men's bathroom and they would just be acting nonchalant, and the second the door would close, it'd be and then put tape there, just wherever you didn't expect it. So now you'd walk into the writers' offices and everybody'd be like, just like really...
They made a paranoid set.
Oh yeah, it was cagey. It was very cagey.
There was also some prank with a photo of Dominic Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about this.
Oh, I mean, I just told a bunch of people, but you know what? It's so brilliant.
I think we're just encouraging people to pull pranks, and they're just taking notes now as to what to do.
So what we do is, if somebody was... You can try this at home. If you take a picture of somebody upside down, and then you zoom in, and then you use the rotation feature on your phone to rotate it up, that will turn out to be the worst photo that person has ever taken in their life. It's just because the blood's rushing to your head, or I don't know what. So we did this to Dominic Cooper. Somebody took a picture of him and Haley messing around on the ground, and then we zoomed in and cropped his head out and then rotated it around, and it is a horrible photo of Dominic Cooper, but it's really, really funny. So then we made it into a meme, and one of it was, your hamburgers have been burgled. There just was tons of memes. And then we found an app online. It's for dogs. It's for animals. Anybody seen it where you make it talk? It can find the mouth, and then you can. It'll be like a really high voice. It'll be like, "Hello, my name is Dominic Cooper," and then you can make his mouth move. So then Haley figured out she could use that app to make his mouth move, and then she started making a bunch of little videos of like, "Hello, ladies." Anyway, it became this whole inside joke. And then it was on T-shirts, coffee mugs, iPhone cases, and now we take pictures of it everywhere in the world, all over the world. Yeah.
That's really impressive. You started an entire merchandising product just from pranking each other on set.
Yeah, and I've made actually something.
This is exciting.
Let's see, where is it? I've actually just commissioned something, is my latest achievement. Where is it? Chris.
Everyone watch passionately.
But don't tell anybody. Wait, so here's the photo. Wait, so that's the...
Oh, that's awesome.
So here's the original photo.
I like that you all can't see this, but I can. This is great.
Here's
we
Dropbox.
Might be able to zoom
So that's the
in.
original photo.
Oh, that's great. Can you hold that pointed at, where should we point it?
No, I can't.
Oh, we're not going to do it?
And then that's what
great.
I just commissioned.
I love it. You're all not going to see this,
It's
but
good.
It's great. It's so good.
It's really good. So yeah, that's a lot of what we did on set. There was a lot of dub smashing. There was a lot of... It could get kind of crazy. At one point, I think James Darcy... what are they called? Spikes. They spike the floor so you know where to stand as an actor, right? So you come in, and I would be let's say a blue spike, and you would be an orange spike. And so James would pick people's spikes up and start putting them up the wall, and even putting them on the ceiling, so that your mark was on the ceiling. They're crazy.
It's a crazy crew. But you're part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is there any, do you know, or do you think that we'll get to see your characters and team in some sort of flashback in one of the movies coming up? Because it is possible.
If so, then they have not told me.
But it is possible.
It's technically possible.
So
it is, yeah.
We're starting that rumor here first. It's happening. The Agent Carter team is going to be in the next Marvel movie.
Absolutely.
Look at that, guys. Confirmed. Yay.
Yeah. Ring, ring. Sorry, it's Marvel. Excuse me. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. I would not be surprised if they're like, excuse me, Enver, what are you saying?
Yeah.
What were you? No.
Well, that's fine. I like to start rumors at Comic-Con, because why not?
Why not?
Yeah. I also know that we ended with the couple we wanted together, but then we didn't get to see them happy. And I want to know what you think season 3 would have looked like.
We didn't get to see them happy?
Like continuing to be happy. We didn't get to see the dating and the
We didn't get to see the whole thing,
the relationship where they
and then even when it gets to the point where they're annoyed with each other.
Yeah.
I want to see the whole thing, like the happy first years of a marriage into the boredom, and then no, of course they're happy. Of course, I don't know. That's what I'm going to say. They ended up together. They were happily forever after.
How long were they happy before they got married and got bored?
I don't know. I mean, when they end up remaking Agent Carter and Sousa's not a part of it, I'll be so angry.
Because that's what they're going to do. You know they're going to remake
If I end up just being the first husband, I'm going to be so pissed.
Well, how many husbands do you think she had?
Oh, she just tore through them. Peggy, I'm sure she had 4 or 5,
And a wife thrown in there?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Peggy, right? That wife is me, just so everyone's clear. That's me.
Well, tell Marvel.
Thank you.
When I talk to them.
That'd be great. We still have our mics up. If you have questions, please stand up. This is your chance to ask any questions that you have. Let's talk about the move from New York to LA on the show. What was different in terms of production?
I think actually it was a production decision mostly to do that because it was really expensive for us. A lot of the money that was going into special effects was going to actually just erasing palm trees from the background because we're shooting it in LA and trying to pretend that it's New York. So they're spending a large amount of production budget, not on really cool special effects, but on just making it look like New York. So they actually saved quite a bit of money moving it to Los Angeles. I think that was one of the ideas.
Really?
Because they were going to save a little bit of money and also put the special effects budget in a place where fans can honestly enjoy it. The fans aren't enjoying the fact that there's a palm tree that they can't see. That's not something that's really visible and fun. They wanted to put the special effects budget into the black matter and, stuff that was...
special effects. Yeah.
Making special effects special again.
Yeah.
So, I think that was one of the big ideas. But then they also wanted it to be, I think there was an idea that possibly it would be in a different city every season, right? So you would be New York, LA. Haley and James were pushing for the 3rd season to be in London. They were awesome. Really, they had their own agenda of a London season. I thought that would have been very funny. I wanted to see Sousa in London, trying to order something. Be like, I want some water. What? Water. What? Water.
I really want to see that now. Let's take the questions.
Hi. If you could play any other Marvel character, who would it be and why?
Great question.
Could play any other Marvel character, who would it be and why? I don't know about playing a character, but I collected Punisher comics when I was a kid. My mom's boyfriend at the time was a big Punisher fan, and that's how I got into comics, was reading his Punishers, and I just thought it was a really cool comic, and I think it's a really great character, and I'm really excited to see what Marvel does with that character, because I think there's a lot of potential that as much as I like the other movies, I don't think they've really nailed it quite yet. I think it'll be once they nail Punisher, I think it'll be a really cool movie. It's a great character. It's just like such a great...
That's awesome. Punisher's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let's take it over here.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Right.
This is a Dollhouse question, so you might have to remember this one.
Sure.
I particularly liked your character because essentially you had many characters to play in that role. Did you find that challenging, or did you relish the opportunity to play so many different styles?
It's so hard to hear you. Did I find it challenging?
Did you find playing so many characters challenging, or did you relish the challenge of playing the different roles?
Oh,
in Dollhouse.
In Dollhouse.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, it was very challenging in the best possible way. I think as an actor, you want to be... you're lucky if the material is good enough that the material is challenging. I think when material is bad, then it's just difficult. And there's a difference between challenging and difficult. You know, challenging material, if you nail it, you look great. In difficult material, if you nail it, you take it from like really bad to not so bad, right? And nobody notices. Dollhouse was such a great material, and it was challenging, and I think it was really fun because it was really showy. It was really showy, you know, like all the work that you were putting into it really showed because it was so just wild, you know. Yeah, it was a blast. I don't think I'll ever have a job like that again. That's what's fun about sci-fi, honestly. Sci-fi, you get the best jobs for an actor in sci-fi because they can do stuff that you would never be able to do on a Law and Order, you know? You get on a show like that, like a Law and Order, as great as those shows are, if you're an actor on that show, you're doing the same thing every single time, and there's no way it's ever going to change. Sci-fi show, they're going to be like, or a fantasy show, they'll be like, now he's not this person anymore. He's been possessed, and now he's the evil version of himself. You get this great stuff, whereas an actor, all of a sudden, you can be uploaded with Topher or uploaded with a different personality. It's so, as an actor, you just pray for that kind of stuff.
Thank you. We'll take it over here. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Carter.
I love it. I love it.
What was the best part of filming?
Can you come closer to the mic?
What was the best part of filming Agent Carter, including a Dubsmash?
I'm so sorry. Can we turn up maybe the we can't really hear the questions.
Put the mic to your mouth without touching it, as close as possible.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Cool. What was the best part of filming Agent Carter, including a Dubsmash?
What was the best part about filming Agent Carter, including a Dubsmash?
Oh, including the Dubsmash.
It was the Dubsmashes.
The Dubsmashes were fun. She lost her mind on that. Jesus, Haley really lost it. She got to the point where it was like she stopped production. Remember that one with like I don't know if anybody saw where the whole crew was Dubsmashing? It was insane. She taught the whole crew how to do this dance that James Darcy had done. And we stopped production so she could Dubsmash that because she wanted so badly to win. I'm friends with Jed and Marissa over on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I went over there one time. And this was in the heat of the battle of the Dubsmash War. For those of you who don't know, there was a Dubsmash War between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter. And I went over, and they were like, yeah, this whole competition's pretty crazy, huh? And I was like, yeah, ha, 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 it's pretty crazy. And they were like, yeah, we think it would be really funny if you were to do one for us. Yeah, that would be really funny, right? And I just said, you don't know Haley Atwell.
She'd kill you.
She will murder me in my sleep. I was like, I have to go to that set. I have to work with these people. I will never be able to show my face ever again if I do a Dubsmash for you. And they were like, oh, it wouldn't be fun? I was like, not for me.
Tell Haley Atwell I love her.
I will.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello. I've
Hi.
actually got a couple of questions.
You can lift the mic.
I know.
Like the thing moves up, or you could do that. Yep, there you go.
Ah, that's better. What was it like going from like Avengers and like your short little scene to being like a main character on Agent Carter?
Avengers was interesting because that was, I didn't really realize, I didn't know what Avengers was going to be when I did it. Joss just called up and said, hey, do you want to do this? And, I just said, yeah, because when Joss says, do you want to do something, you usually say yes. And I knew it was going to be a bit of a throwaway, though. He was like, it's just going to be whatever. And I said, yeah, why not? It was a really awesome, it was one of the better paychecks I have had in a long time. So I'm so glad that I said yes for many other reasons, but for that as well. But I did worry afterwards that maybe that meant that I had been burnt off in the Marvel universe, and I didn't really think about it at the time, and I ended up kind of worrying once I realized that Marvel was going to take over the universe and that every movie was going to be a Marvel movie or a spinoff or something like that. I started to think, oh my God, this sucks. I've totally burnt myself on this tiny character. And so when I auditioned for Agent Carter, I was a little worried that it would take me out of the running. And then I got the role, and I didn't really talk to anybody until weeks later. And I finally was on set, and I talked to people. I was like, so you guys weren't worried about that I was already this character? And Louis D'Esposito was like, no. I was like, you don't care? He's like, no. I was like, okay. I mean, do you guys have you figured out like how you're going to explain it or anything? And they were like, no. I was like, oh, okay, that's good enough for me. I'm not going to talk you out of it. But I think their perspective was Eric Carroll, one of our producers on it, who's now I think on Spider-Man. Awesome guy, awesome producer over there at Marvel. His thing was like, we've always known that we might recycle an actor. There's two, we want the best actor for the role, was the way he put it to me. So, but I was glad that that's their philosophy, and I was glad that I got the role, for sure.
Thank you.
And is it possible to see that picture?
Are you going to pull out the picture?
There, you saw it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi. Did you enjoy doing the musical number on Agent Carter?
No.
Really?
No, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. No, for apologies for anybody. I already said this, told this story over at a panel. We're at the
buzz stage.
The buzz stage, but they just asked me if I could. They said, "Can you sing?" I was in the office. I stuck my head in the door. They were like, "Hey, Enver." I said, "What?" And they said, "Can you sing?" And I said, "No, I can't. I cannot sing." And they were like, "Well, can you carry a tune?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess." I'm thinking like they want me to be in like a scene humming to myself or something like that. And they said, just like, it's really simple, really like just a short thing. And I said, okay, I think I could handle that. And then they told me it was a musical number. And I was convinced, because they're pranksters and they prank each other so much, that they were pranking me. Because they were like, we're doing a musical number and Sousa's going to dance. And I was like, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to put me into dance rehearsals. You're going to film the dance rehearsals, and you're all going to laugh at me because I bought it, and it was a joke the whole time. And they were like, no, actually. We were sitting at a table, and I was laughing. I was like, right. right. They're like, no, actually, we're going to do it. We're going to do a real dance number. I was like, are you serious? We're going to do a song and dance number? Like, it's a dream sequence, and you're going to have a big song in it. And I was like, no. So I agreed to it on the condition that they would dub me with a better singer if I sucked. I was like, I'll be so upset. Not only will I not be upset if you dub me, I'll be upset if you don't dub me if I suck. Like, just get a good singer. So then, oh my God, this was so awful. So then they write the song. The song is great. And they give me the song. And they're like, here's the song. And they have a guy singing the song, just some person singing it just so I can hear it. But the guy singing it is so good. He's like Sinatra. He's like, you walk in a room. I mean, he's just so good. He was perfect. He sounded like Michael Bublé. And they're like, it's like this. And I just thought, I'm dead. And so I listened to it, and they said, do you like it? And I said, yes. But I will never, ever sound like that. That is not possible for me to sound like that. And then on the day when I went to record it, it was all different lyrics. I went in, I worked on it with a singing coach. I felt pretty good about it, moderately good. I walked in, and they were like, great, perfect, here's the mic, we're all set. You've practiced? I said, yes. And they said, great, here's the new lyrics, completely new lyrics, all different. And I was like, and so I didn't sing them. I just sang the old lyrics. Yeah, it was very scary. And then they didn't mix it. They didn't like change, because they're supposed to mix it and like pitch correct it and like make you sound. They can do all kinds of wizardry with sound. And it was a stage like this big, and all of the Dancing with the Stars. Do you guys have Dancing with the Stars here?
It's Strictly Come Dancing. That's the name of your show?
Right.
We took it and renamed it.
So, they're all there, and we start rehearsing, and instead of rehearsing to the temp track, it's my voice. So it's on the loudspeakers, completely unproduced, and it's like, but since we're rehearsing, it's like, you walk in a room, you walk in a room, and it's like, I was a little off on one note, and it's just like, I heard it 100 times that day. I was like, oh my God. And I'm trying to rehearse the dance to my crappy singing. It was awful. It's a long-winded way of saying it was a nightmare.
Sorry for reminding you.
Thank you.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, we'll take another question.
Hi. I was wondering, do you think it would have been better to to have Angie more in season 2, and why do you think they removed her?
Would it have been better to have Angie in season 2, and what was the second part?
Why do you think they removed her?
They honestly, I don't think she made it just because she was doing a different television show. Lindsay's a fantastic actress and highly in demand, and I don't think they could get her contract because I think they made her a regular on a different show. So because she was a regular on that show, she couldn't come, and I don't know. I think it was a contractual thing.
Okay, thank you.
I know for a fact that they would have loved to have had her on season 2. But that's the hard thing about a lot of the actors. If you're not a regular, if they've got you as a recurring, then that means we run the risk of losing them at any point if they get a better job. And so it sucks for us, but you're also happy for that actor because it means that actor is making money. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming. Please help me thank Enver.
Wait, I'm not done. Wait, I have so many more stories.
But we
what?
have to go. And if you look in your programs, you'll find times when Enver is doing photos and autographs. Please check that out. I'm Yael Teagle. Let's give it up for Enver.
Thanks, guys.